The life and legacy of Pharaoh Djedefre. Pharaoh Djedefre, also known as Rajdef, was an enigmatic ruler of ancient Egypt's Old Kingdom, reigning during the 4th dynasty. Despite being less famous than his father Khufu, the builder of the Great Pyramid of Giza, Djedefre's reign holds significant historical importance. This narrative aims to provide a detailed and comprehensive account of Djedefre's life, reign, and legacy, highlighting his contributions to ancient Egyptian civilization. Early life and ascension to the throne. Djedefre was born into the royal family during the Old Kingdom, a period marked by the flourishing of Egyptian art, culture, and monumental architecture. He was the son of Pharaoh Khufu, one of Egypt's most renowned kings, and a lesser-known queen, possibly Queen Meretite's Eye. Growing up in the royal court, Djedefre would have been educated in the arts of governance, military strategy, and the religious traditions of ancient Egypt. Upon the death of his father Khufu, Djedefre ascended to the throne. His rise to power was not without controversy. It is believed that Djedefre may have had to assert his claim to the throne over his half-brother, Khufu, who later succeeded him. This period was characterized by political maneuvering and possibly even internal conflict within the royal family. Djedefre's mother, being of lower status than Khufu's other wives, might have affected his position in the line of succession, necessitating a stronger assertion of his legitimacy. The nuances of Djedefre's ascension reflect the complex dynamics within the royal family. It is plausible that Djedefre's mother played a crucial role in his claim to the throne, leveraging her position and influence at court. This assertion of power would have required Djedefre to demonstrate his capability as a ruler and secure the loyalty of key officials and military leaders. Reign and contributions. Djedefre's reign is estimated to have lasted around 8 years. Although shorter than many other pharaohs, his rule was marked by significant developments. One of Djedefre's most notable contributions was his association with the sun god Ra, a departure from his predecessors who were more closely associated with the god Horus. This shift in religious focus is evident in Djedefre's adoption of the title Son of Ra, emphasizing his divine right to rule and his direct connection to the sun god. Djedefre's most ambitious project was his pyramid complex at Abu Ra'ash, located north of Giza. Unlike the well-known pyramids of his predecessors and successors at Giza, Djedefre's pyramid is less preserved and has been subject to considerable debate among Egyptologists. Initially thought to be unfinished, recent studies suggest that Djedefre's pyramid might have been completed but later dismantled for building materials in subsequent centuries. The Abu Ra'ash pyramid complex also included a mortuary temple and a causeway, which were integral parts of royal tomb complexes. The choice of Abu Ra'ash as the site for his pyramid remains a topic of speculation. Some theories propose that Djedefre chose this location to distance himself from the political and familial conflicts associated with the Giza Plateau. Others suggest a symbolic reason, aligning his pyramid with the setting sun to emphasize his connection with Ra. Architectural and religious innovations. Djedefre's pyramid at Abu Ra'ash, although less preserved than other royal tombs, reflects significant architectural innovation. The pyramid's base measures approximately 106 meters on each side, and it originally stood around 67 meters tall. The structure was built with a core of local limestone blocks and an outer casing of fine white Tura limestone, which would have given it a gleaming appearance in the sunlight. Djedefre's association with Ra also influenced the design of his pyramid complex. Unlike the east-west alignment typical of earlier pyramids, Djedefre's pyramid complex was oriented more towards the north-south axis, possibly reflecting the solar deity's journey across the sky. This alignment might have been intended to symbolize Djedefre's eternal journey with Ra through the heavens. In addition to architectural innovations, Djedefre's reign saw developments in religious practices. His emphasis on the sun god Ra marked a significant shift in the religious landscape of ancient Egypt. This change laid the groundwork for the later prominence of the solar cult, which reached its zenith during the reign of Akhenaten many centuries later. Djedefre's use of solar symbolism and his adoption of the title Son of Ra underscored his efforts to legitimize his rule and connect himself with the divine. Djedefre also introduced new elements into royal iconography and titulary. The emphasis on the sun god Ra marked a shift that influenced the religious ideology of subsequent dynasties. His innovations in combining religious titles and symbols paved the way for the later development of royal iconography, where kings would increasingly align themselves with deities to solidify their divine status. Djedefre's influence on the architectural landscape extended beyond his pyramid. His reign saw advancements in the construction techniques used in other monumental buildings. The craftsmanship and precision involved in his pyramid's construction reflect a high level of skill and knowledge among Egyptian architects and laborers of the time. This expertise would be passed down and further refined in subsequent generations, contributing to the enduring legacy of ancient Egyptian architecture. Family and succession. Djedefre was married to Queen Djedefre II, who was also his half-sister, following the tradition of royal incest to preserve the purity of the royal bloodline. Queen Djedefre II was a prominent figure in her own right, having held significant titles such as King's Daughter, King's Wife, and King's Mother. Her influence extended beyond Djedefre's reign, as she played a crucial role in the royal court during the subsequent reigns of her sons and grandsons. Djedefre's children included his sons Seka and Baka, who were potential heirs to the throne. However, it was his half-brother Khufu who succeeded him, suggesting that Djedefre's immediate descendants either predeceased him or were unable to secure the throne. Khufu went on to build the second pyramid at Giza and the Great Sphinx, further cementing the legacy of the Fourth Dynasty. The possible reasons behind Djedefre's successors being his half-brother rather than his own sons could range from political instability to internal family disputes. This transition might also reflect the complex dynamics within the royal family, where power struggles and alliances often dictated the line of succession. The role of Queen Djedefre II in the royal court, both during and after Djedefre's reign, underscores the significant influence royal women could wield in ancient Egypt. As a mother and grandmother to future kings, Djedefre II would have played a pivotal role in ensuring the continuity and stability of the dynasty. Her status and titles highlight the importance of royal women in maintaining dynastic continuity and legitimacy. Legacy and historical significance. Despite his relatively short reign, Djedefre's legacy is significant for several reasons. His association with Ra and the shift towards solar worship had lasting impacts on Egyptian religious practices. This emphasis on the sun god continued to influence Egyptian kingship and religious ideology for centuries. Djedefre's pyramid at Abu Ra'ash, though not as well preserved as those at Giza, represents an important chapter in the evolution of pyramid construction. The innovations in design and alignment reflect a nuanced understanding of architecture and symbolism. The dismantling of his pyramid in later periods also underscores the changing political and economic landscape of ancient Egypt, where resources were often repurposed to meet new demands. Archaeological discoveries at Abu Ra'ash have provided valuable insights into Djedefre's reign and the broader context of the Fourth Dynasty. Artifacts, inscriptions, and architectural remains offer glimpses into the life and times of this enigmatic pharaoh. These discoveries have also helped to clarify the historical narrative, challenging earlier assumptions about Djedefre's rule and contributions. Djedefre's emphasis on solar worship and his adoption of the title Son of Ra set a precedent for subsequent pharaohs. This shift in religious focus influenced the development of royal ideology and the integration of solar symbolism into the state's religious and political framework. The impact of this change can be seen in the religious practices and architectural achievements of later dynasties, including the construction of solar temples and the continued association of pharaohs with the sun god Ra. Modern interpretations and controversies. Djedefre's legacy has been the subject of much scholarly debate and reinterpretation. Early Egyptologists often overlooked Djedefre, focusing instead on the more prominent figures of Khufu and Khufu. However, recent archaeological research has brought renewed attention to Djedefre's reign and achievements. One of the controversies surrounding Djedefre involves the condition of his pyramid at Abu Ra'ash. Early assessments suggested that the pyramid was never completed, implying a sudden end to his reign or a lack of resources. However, more recent studies indicate that the pyramid might have been completed and subsequently dismantled for its valuable materials. This theory is supported by the discovery of fragments of Tura limestone and other high-quality materials scattered around the site. Another area of debate concerns Djedefre's relationship with his successors. The fact that Khufu, his half-brother, succeeded him suggests potential familial conflict or political maneuvering. Some historians propose that Djedefre's reign was marked by internal strife within the royal family, which might have influenced the subsequent portrayal of his rule. Djedefre's adoption of the title Son of Ra and his emphasis on solar worship also invite various interpretations. Some scholars view this shift as a strategic move to consolidate power and legitimize his rule, while others see it as a genuine religious devotion. The true motivations behind this religious shift remain a topic of ongoing research and discussion. The controversy over Djedefre's pyramid also highlights the broader challenges faced by archaeologists and historians in reconstructing ancient history. The interpretation of archaeological evidence is often subject to debate, and new discoveries can significantly alter our understanding of historical events and figures. Djedefre's reign exemplifies the complexities of piecing together the past from fragmented and sometimes contradictory evidence. Djedefre in popular culture and media. In modern times, Djedefre's story has captured the imagination of historians, writers, and filmmakers. His reign, shrouded in mystery and marked by significant innovations, provides fertile ground for exploration in popular culture. Documentaries, historical novels, and fictionalized accounts have all drawn inspiration from Djedefre's life and achievements. Djedefre's pyramid at Abu Ra'ash has also featured in various media portrayals, highlighting its unique architectural features and the mysteries surrounding its construction. These portrayals often emphasize the dramatic and speculative aspects of Djedefre's reign, blending historical fact with creative interpretation. Popular culture often focuses on the enigmatic aspects of Djedefre's life, such as the reasons behind his choice of Abu Ra'ash for his pyramid and the possible conflicts within the royal family. These elements provide a compelling narrative that appeals to audiences fascinated by ancient Egypt's history and mysteries. Djedefre's broader impact on ancient Egyptian civilization. Djedefre's reign, though brief, had a lasting impact on the trajectory of ancient Egyptian civilization. His architectural and religious innovations influenced the development of the Old Kingdom and beyond. The emphasis on solar worship and the association with Ra marked a significant shift in the religious landscape, laying the groundwork for the later prominence of the sun cult. The architectural techniques and innovations introduced during Djedefre's reign contributed to the evolution of pyramid construction. The knowledge and skills developed during this period were passed down to subsequent generations, ensuring the continued advancement of Egyptian architecture. Djedefre's pyramid, despite its dismantling, remains an important testament to the ingenuity and ambition of ancient Egyptian builders. Djedefre's influence extended to the realm of art and iconography as well. The adoption of new religious symbols and titles during his reign had a lasting impact on royal iconography. This influence can be seen in the depictions of subsequent pharaohs, who continued to emphasize their divine connection to Ra and other deities. Conclusion. Pharaoh Djedefre's reign during Egypt's Old Kingdom remains a subject of fascination and intrigue. His contributions to architecture, religious practices, and the political landscape of ancient Egypt underscore his significance in the annals of history. Despite the challenges in reconstructing his life and legacy, Djedefre's story offers valuable insights into the complexities of royal succession, religious innovation, and architectural achievements in ancient Egypt. As ongoing archaeological research continues to uncover new information, our understanding of Djedefre's reign and his place in history will undoubtedly evolve. His legacy, though less celebrated than some of his contemporaries, remains an integral part of the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian civilization. Djedefre's reign is a reminder of the enduring impact that individual rulers can have on the cultural, religious, and architectural heritage of their civilizations.